is it helpful to refer to ourselves in meetings or same kind of scenarios as addicts? Like, the words matter. Does it matter if you say, hey, I'm Skip, I'm an addict, or I'm a recovering addict, or I'm an alcoholic, or I have a problem, or hey, I'm Skip, it's complicated. I don't. What is there a little switch that switches off the first time that you admit that to somebody and you refer to yourself as that? Is that big of a deal, or do we make it too big of a deal?
I think it is a really big deal because it adds to the culture of identification in the meetings. And I don't speak for any 12-step fellowship, but let's say you're in an AA meeting. The unifying element of an AA meeting is that everyone who walks in identifies as an alcoholic.
Sure.
And what that does is it kind of puts all of our other identifiers off to the side.
Okay.
And this creates a what they call a singleness of purpose for the meeting, that we're not there to discuss religion or politics or sexuality or any other outside issues that naturally divide people. We are there as a unified fellowship of alcoholics helping each other.
Okay.
And so that's why I think it's very important to identify as an alcoholic in an AA meeting, or if you're in a whatever other meeting you are, to identify as that, because it creates unity, and it helps us to love and support each other despite any other differences. Like, we leave all those other differences at the door.
Right, because that's real easy to talk about those as opposed to the common denominator that you're there for, right?
If
you can get off into a tangent about what caused you to be an addict if you're not careful.
Yeah, and I think that discussion is probably okay, but can you imagine someone who just, they're using heroin every day, they're living on the street, and they go in a meeting, and that meeting is arguing about Republicans and Democrats.
Right.
They're arguing about who's the president.
Yeah, right.
They're arguing about gender ideology.
Right.
They're arguing about all this stuff that this guy just wants to go in and hear someone talk about addiction.
Exactly.
And it emphasizes the common spiritual solution that all addicts in recovery have. And we learn how to kind of let go and accept the humanity of everyone in the room.
Because we all tend to walk in there the first time, and we all have our own. That's why I'm laughing and saying it's complicated, because we all think we're special.
Right. Because
we could control it for this long. Or we've got this thing, I'm going to come in here with a bunch of street addicts and but that changes really quick when everybody talks about you can be from all walks of life and all different which everybody is, but everybody's got a common thing there. They're talking about trying to be in recovery.
Right. And that falls apart if people start taking positions.
Right.
Because that debate, number one, will never solve anything.
And then you get into what's called crosstalk, right? Where you got people trying to solve issues for people or arguing. Right. And anyway, okay.
So there's a very specific culture inside of a meeting.
Good.
And that's the only reason it works.